Hi, this is Mark speaking. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So Tyson Fury, he says that Mark Breland, the trainer of Deontay Wilder, was right to throw in the towel and he saved him for another day. In other words, he saved his career. Now, if you're a Deontay Wilder fan, some will say, yeah, Mark Breland was absolutely correct. He saved Deontay Wilder, so therefore Mark Breland deserves a lot of accolades, not criticism. Other Wilder fans will say, well, Mark Breland, he was under the instructions from Deontay Wilder before that fight and any other fight that if I'm ever in trouble, never ever throw in the towel. But that's what all fighters say. But in truth, your trainer knows that you're done. Your trainer knows that this isn't going to go any other way than you being knocked out and badly hurt. And Tyson Fury is of that mold. Anyway, this is what Tyson Fury had to say about Mark Breland throwing in the towel. I believe something severely would have happened with Deontay Wilder had he been left in. Mark Breland, never mind sack him, they need to give him a pay rise. Without Breland, there would not be a third fight and he would have been retired. So that is just a snippet of what Tyson Fury says. Now, when you look at it, that whole fight was very one-sided. In fact, it's one of the most one-sided heavyweight world title fights I've ever seen in my life. Tyson Fury, going from the back foot boxer, keeping at range, turned into a bull in that ring. And he bullied Deontay Wilder. He threw him around that ring like a rag doll. And he embarrassed him. And that's exactly what happened. And with the towel coming in, while it's not a good look, because people will go, well, if the team of Deontay Wilder threw in the towel, essentially that means Deontay Wilder quit. And that's what it is. And it is with any other fighter. If, for example, Tyson Fury, when he was fighting Otto Wallin due to that cut, had Ben Davison pulled him out of the fight or threw in the towel, essentially, Tyson Fury quit. That's how it's looked at. So, yes, it's not a good look, and I can understand why Deontay Wilder would be very embarrassed about the fact that the towel came in. Of course, he would have preferred to have been smoothed out, and that's exactly what's going to happen. But again, when you look at it, just as the towel is coming in, the referee is stepping in, and he's about to stop the fight. So Mark Breland throwing in the towel or not, that fight was about to be stopped. And to be honest with you, I'm not even too sure that the referee even saw the towel coming in. It's not until he stopped the fight and then looked over and he's seen the towel on the floor. So again, I suppose it depends on what angle of the fight that you look at. Now, is it a case of Fury was about to end the career of Deontay Wilder? I mean, very possibly. Wilder, his ear was in a terrible state. You could see Wilder, he had a defeated look in his face since round 3. He's had that look of, I don't want to be here. This is going badly wrong. Somebody give me a shovel so I can dig a hole and climb into it. Please, Fury, stop beating me up. Because that's exactly what was happening. He got bounced up and down off that canvas like nobody's business. So it was a very bad night. Now, Fury, yes, he's a big puncher. Of course he is. He's 6'9", 270 odd pounds. Of course, he's going to hit very hard, especially when he plants his feet and puts his full effort into it, which coming into round 6 and then certainly round 7, that's exactly what it was that he was doing. He was playing with Wilder up to that point. He was sapping the energy out of Wilder. He was leaning all over him. He was hitting him with some crisp shots, and Wilder had no answer for him. At this point, Wilder's done. So Mark Breland throwing in the towel in round number 7, arguably he maybe should have thrown it in a bit earlier, but you know what, that's up for debate. But would Tyson Fury have ended the career? I don't know whether or not he would have ended the career. I mean, I could certainly see the argument for it. But Fury, he's not a punishing puncher. Now, don't get me wrong. If I stepped foot in the ring with Tyson Fury, he'd quite clearly beat the living hell out of me and knock me out at any point that he wants to. But when you're a professional athlete, is he a big puncher like a Wilder, like a Dillian Whyte, like an Anthony Joshua? You'd have to say no. You wouldn't. Don't get me wrong, if you're a Tyson Fury fanatic, of course he is. Tyson Fury, he's the biggest puncher of all time. Okay, this is the mentality of some. Hey, it is what it is. We all support our certain fighters in a certain kind of way, and we're all fanboys from one perspective as well. But would he have ended the career of Deontay Wilder? I don't know whether or not he would have ended the career of him, but it would have got worse, and it would have been a highlight reel of Deontay Wilder. If the referee wasn't going to step in at all as well, then yes, Deontay Wilder was definitely going to go down, and he would not have got back up again. That's for sure. And the longer the fight went on, the more damage was being done to Wilder. Again, look at how much damage was done to Deontay Wilder. He couldn't even do the piss test afterwards. He was struggling to do the piss test for the VADA. He was struggling with it. He's been very, very quiet ever since that fight. And how long has that fight been now? What, 4 or 5 months ago now? Whenever? What's he said? He hasn't come out and detailed exactly what's going on. If anything, all we've been hearing is excuses. Wilder's excuse apparently in the locker room was, the suit weighed me down. I mean, have you ever heard such nonsense in all your life? Then apparently he's telling some of his YouTube uploader fanboys that Tyson Fury, a member of his team, spiked his drink. And he had metal objects in his gloves and all these kind of things. So it's all kind of excuses. So if anything, it's gone from a very, very bad night at the office to a humiliating time since because of all the pathetic excuses that's happened. When they can't admit Tyson Fury is more man than Deontay Wilder in the boxing ring. And that's just all it is. That's all it is. You're always going to give Wilder a puncher's chance, of course you are. But the fact is, I think Mark Breland was right to throw in the towel. Tyson Fury agrees that it was the right thing to throw in the towel. Would he have ended the career of Deontay Wilder? Maybe, potentially, because as I said, it was only going to get worse. It wasn't going to get better for Wilder, was it? And there could have been a highlight reel knockout for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is not known as the biggest puncher in the world, but quite clearly on that night, he was very, very heavy-handed. Wilder, he's never been great around the whiskers. He's never been able to really take a shot without getting hurt. So, anyway, that's Fury's statement. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.